Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
56.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with McKissick. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of...
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, it's Gibson, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 6 yards away. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Wentz now on first down. The Sanders has got it complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 36, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz.
Complete.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete to number
Zach Ertz, 31 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Conversion.
They'll turn to Sanders. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
8. Washington.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
That's the end of
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 from the 44. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Looking to throw, Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does. Pick up the first.
Complete to Deshaun Jackson. It's a gain of 6. And an Eagle first down.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at the play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes a lot.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 59 yards. And Washington has retaken the lead. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game.
Washington 14, Eagles 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First down, Eagles.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On second down, it's Sanders. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Wentz's pass.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's McKissick. And some room to work. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Foster. A 3-yard pickup. Brings
from just shy of midfield. Wentz forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And an Eagle first down.
On first down, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The final shot before half for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Barber. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Thomas Davis on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
He's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their control football, sustained runs, and making it work.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure that...
There he goes, right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
This Washington 41, Eagles 8.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so
the ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third down, it's Gibson, and he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
A 37-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Taken in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun on third down, Wentz steps away to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz looking deep for his tight end Ertz. It's caught inside the 25.
Wentz's pass.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now Wentz again.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
But it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Operate. They'll try and run it on the ground. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Haskins on 3rd down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.